Most of you who know me are aware that I'm pretty passionate about running. I actually enjoy the act of running, believe it or not, but more than that, I love being part of a team. When you suffer with people, you have to grow to like one another and become a tight knit group. It's almost inevitable. Anyone who plays a sport would probably agree. Before high school, I had never really been part of a team before. I tried and failed miserably to play field hockey and basketball in elementary school, but I mainly just sat on the sidelines and made friendship bracelets, so that doesn't count. Flag football in middle school is something I prefer to forget, and the tennis lessons I took in third grade were spent crying as I bounced a ball in the corner, too uncoordinated to even play a match. So maybe the reason I love my team so much is because, to be honest, they're the only team I've ever had. If you walk up to any Athenian student, there's a 1 out of 5 chance that they're part of the cross country team. The thing is, it didn't used to be that way. More specifically, the girls' team used to be drastically different from the large consortium of girls that it is today. In fact, when I walked onto the team my freshman year, it only consisted of a few girls. So the other day, we had a meet that I was incredibly nervous for. The Stanford Invitational is one of the biggest meets in the United States, and I tend to work myself up over races. So as we stood on the line, I called the rest of the girls over and took a deep breath as we closed in. In that moment, I felt secure, and although my heart felt ready to pound out of my chest, I felt safe looking at the proud and eager faces of my teammates. I quickly said a few things about trying hard and being confident that, to be honest, I half-heartedly believed. As we split and I jumped up and down on the line, I looked over at my teammate, Grace. She was nervous as hell and was looking straight ahead, but I suddenly smiled. There was something comforting about that, having someone next to you just as nervous, but most importantly, she was my teammate. Now, as I reflect upon that moment, I recognize that I felt safe and happy on the starting line because this was my team, my people, and I belonged. For the first time in my life, I was not only part of a team, but I was a teammate. And although on the course, we may race each other and strive to beat one another, in the end, we come together again. And even with sweat, and some cases pee, dripping down, we huddle up once again, and no matter how your race went, one thing hasn't changed. We are a team. Because in the long run, pun intended, I think I'll remember the girls who ran by my side, wiped their sweat on me, and raced me to the finish line more than any trophy ever held.